There comes a time in life when the body speaks more quietly than before. In youth, pain shouts. In old age, it whispers. And too often, we don't listen. We wave off a small ache. We excuse sudden tiredness. We ignore the change in our skin or forgetfulness that sneaks in like a shadow. But these are not just quirks of aging. They are signals, messages, warnings. And they deserve our attention because the cost of ignoring them is far heavier than the burden of facing them. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. It's about learning to recognize what the body is saying before it's too late. Especially in the later chapters of life, the smallest change can carry deep meaning. It starts with fatigue. Not just the kind that comes after a long walk or a restless night, but a constant drain. A weariness that lingers from morning through evening. It seeps into your bones, dulls your thoughts, and makes everyday tasks feel heavier than they used to. If getting dressed, taking a shower, or climbing the stairs starts to feel like a chore, don't brush it off. Chronic fatigue can be the body's quiet cry for help. It might be the heart working harder than it should. It might be your blood carrying less oxygen, or your thyroid slowing down. These are not just nuisances, they are red flags, and they are worth looking into. Then there's weight loss without trying. Many people see dropping a few pounds as a blessing, but when those pounds melt away without any effort, without any change in what you eat or how you move, it's not something to celebrate. It could be a sign that something deeper is at play. It might point to cancer, or an overactive thyroid, or digestive issues that block nutrients from being absorbed. The body doesn't let go of weight without a reason, and when it does, it's time to listen. Another signal hides in the chest. Chest discomfort is not always the dramatic clutching you see in movies. Sometimes it's a dull pressure, a squeezing that comes and goes. It may even feel like indigestion. But if it comes with shortness of breath or sweating, or if it happens during activity and eases with rest, do not delay. Your heart could be sending a message. Time is precious in these moments, and ignoring these signs can turn a manageable condition into a tragedy. Breathlessness is another whisper we ignore too often. You walk across the room and feel winded. You bend to pick something up, and your lungs feel empty. You find yourself needing more time to catch your breath. Aging alone doesn't cause that. When your breath fails you in everyday moments, it could mean your heart is struggling, or your lungs are. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, heart failure, anemia. These are serious. They are manageable, but not if they're brushed aside. Not if they're chalked up to just getting old. Pay close attention to confusion or memory lapses. Everyone forgets things. But when your thoughts start to feel cloudy, when you forget names you've known for decades, when you can't find your way home from a familiar street, that is not normal aging. That's a flare in the brain's circuits. It could be the early signs of dementia, or a stroke, or even a reaction to medications. Confusion is not just frustrating. It's a signal that the brain is not getting what it needs: blood, oxygen, support. And when the brain starts flickering, it's not just memory that's at stake. It's independence. It's safety. Next comes trouble swallowing. It starts as a small thing. You need more water to get food down. You cough when eating. You avoid certain textures. But this simple discomfort could be a red flag. The muscles in the throat can weaken. But sometimes there is more. It can be a sign of neurological issues, or esophageal cancer, or acid reflux that has silently damaged the tissue. Eating is survival. And when something so basic becomes difficult, it's time to pause. Time to ask why. Don't dismiss swelling in the legs or feet. It seems harmless, common. But behind that puffiness might be a heart that is struggling to pump, or kidneys that are not filtering well, or veins that can no longer hold the pressure of blood moving uphill. Swelling is the body's way of saying something's not flowing right. It's not just fluid. It's a story of imbalance, of struggle beneath the surface, and it should not be left alone. Watch your skin, especially changes in moles or new spots. The skin tells stories, a mole that grows or changes color, a sore that doesn't heal, a patch that bleeds. These are all quiet warnings. Skin cancer doesn't always hurt. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It spreads quietly while we look away. But caught early, it can be removed. Ignored, it can become deadly. The mirror doesn't just reflect age. It reveals signs of life and of danger. Another red flag is persistent pain. A nagging ache in the back, a sharp twinge in the side, a joint that just won't settle. Pain is not always just arthritis. It could be a fracture you didn't notice, a tumor pressing on something deep, or inflammation that's signaling something autoimmune. Pain is the body's most ancient language. It's there for a reason, and when it stays, it's asking to be understood. Lastly, pay attention to changes in bathroom habits. If you suddenly find yourself going more often, or struggling to go at all, if there is blood in the stool, or if the urine changes in color or frequency, these are not small annoyances. They are signs of problems in the colon, in the bladder, in the kidneys. The body knows how to keep its systems working quietly in the background. But when something shifts, when that rhythm is disturbed, it's a sign. The danger isn't in aging, it's in ignoring. The greatest tragedies often come not from what happens to us, but from what we overlook. The silent killers are silent for a reason. They count on our denial. They thrive on our inattention. But that doesn't mean we have to give in. Aging is not the end of life. It's the deepening of it. But that depth comes with responsibility. To ourselves, to those who love us, to the life we've built, and the time we have left. When the body speaks, it deserves to be heard. The whispers may be quiet, but they carry weight. The message is simple. Your health matters. You matter. It is easy to feel like a burden when things go wrong. To feel that asking for help is a weakness. But silence is not strength. Avoidance is not wisdom. There is nothing noble in pretending all is well when the body is struggling. There is power in truth. There is courage in care. Too many people wait until it is too late, until the pain becomes unbearable, until a loved one forces them to the doctor, until the diagnosis is final. But what if listening early could mean a longer, fuller life? What if paying attention now could give you 5 more years with your grandchildren, or 1 more walk with your partner, or simply the joy of waking up without pain? The gift of aging is not just surviving, it's having the chance to live with clarity, to live wisely, to act while there's still time. And that begins with noticing, with caring, with refusing to overlook what your body is trying to tell you. There is no shame in checking, no weakness in asking, only strength, only love, only life. So if you feel tired all the time, do not brush it off. If your clothes feel loose without dieting, do not celebrate it blindly. If your chest feels strange or your breath feels short, do not wait. If you forget things that matter, if you can't swallow without effort, if your ankles puff up at the end of the day, if your skin changes, if the pain sticks around, if your bathroom habits change in any way, then it's time. These are not complaints. They are clues. They are not the body breaking. They are the body calling out for support, and you are worth listening to. One of the greatest tragedies of modern aging is this idea that pain and decline are normal. They are not. They are common, but not normal, not inevitable, and they should never be accepted without question. You are not a burden. You are a person with decades of wisdom and stories and strength. And every moment you have ahead deserves the best chance to be lived fully. That chance starts with awareness. So do not ignore these red flags. Treat them like a tap on the shoulder from your future self. A reminder that your health still matters, that your life still matters, that no matter your age, it is never too late to care. The truth is, our bodies are wiser than we give them credit for. They carry memory in the muscles. They carry pain in the joints. They carry warning signs in the silence. If you learn to listen, you will see that every ache has a message. Every change is a call, Not all changes mean disaster, but all deserve to be respected. This is not just about disease, it's about dignity, about being present, about staying connected to life instead of fading from it. It's about walking with strength, not stumbling with regret. So, when the signs come, when your body whispers, when your strength wavers, don't turn away, don't delay, don't say, "It's just age." Say, "I see you." Say, "I'm listening." Say, "I still matter." Because you do. You always will.